Hi guys, welcome back to Gamer Muscle Videos. I thought we could jump in to RaceRoom Racing Experience and have a little bit of a battle against the AI in the absolutely superb 90s DTM cars. We've got everything set up and ready to go here. We're going to run with 110 difficulty, get real, afternoon, and we're going to go to Brands Hatch. Just going to do a 6-lap race, but this will be an opportunity to talk about the just how good the AI is actually in RaceRoom Racing Experience. For some reason, I think in more recent patches it's just improved quite a lot. And just how superb RaceRoom Racing Experience is as a single player game, especially if you just wanted a simulator to jump in, get up to speed and just have a good time. It's absolutely amazing. We've been playing this all weekend. I've been setting it up basically. I was going to do a setup video on how to set up the your controllers and how to get the game performing well in VR. If you look in the video description, I'll link to those for those of you that are new to RaceRoom. But in the process of doing that, I just started playing the game more, and I've probably done about 15 races this weekend. Absolutely amazing. Also, we just recently got the TH-8A shifter, which goes hand in hand with this 90s DTM car. It's like the ultimate combo here. The shifter, 90s DTM car, RaceRoom, ts-PC Racer wheel, which we've got a story to tell about the wheel as well. So, well, we'll just go through it whilst we're driving. Position bar off, race line off, manual transmission, we're good to go. We're just going to go straight into a race here. What I have done is I've set the AI to 110. I've found with the AI, if you put it on about 110 or sort of 108 to 115, seems to be really good difficulty for the AI. If you put it on 120, the AI are just godlike and I can't keep up with them. At 110, they're just slightly faster than me and offer a nice challenge to get me on my toes a bit. And as you can see, this is one of the things that I wanted to draw attention to, is the AI actually make really nice moves on you. Now, they are a little bit physical, and you know, they are a little bit drunk at times, but no more so than what you would find on your average sort of public server. And they're not unfair once you sort of learn their general character. The way they approach the track isn't unfair. The way they approach overtakes and moves on you is perfectly fine. They don't really tend to completely take you out unless you're braking too early or doing something fundamentally wrong yourself. And as a result, I had to go to the wide there because it was a bit slow on the inside. As a result, I think a bit of a tap on the back there. I think the AI are really good, if not some of the best in RaceRoom, in terms of helping you get up to speed and practice driving and get good lap times whilst being under pressure with other cars. You see that guy there make a move on our right. We're going to try and step the inside of him around here. He should brake, and we might be able to... No, he's got in front of us. The only other simulator I think that's got AI this good is R Factor 2, and Automobilista's alright actually, but with R Factor 2, R Factor 1 Automobilista, you really have to tweak the AI quite a lot on a track-by-track basis. He's going up the inside there, we'll try and block him off. Whereas what's nice with RaceRoom is, if you're completely new to it, you can just put the AI on the adaptive AI and it will automatically adjust its difficulty based on your performance. But as I say, if you're a relatively competent sim racer, 110, and it seems pretty consistent from track to track, and there's only one thing to adjust, whereas in R Factor 2 you have to fiddle with the aggression and some of the other settings to really get the most out of it, and then you kind of have to know what they're going to be like on that track, so you might have to do a little test race beforehand. Whereas with RaceRoom, you just jump straight in, start driving, and get your ego bruised by the AI destroying you because for some reason you're slow. We're going to block off on the right there, but look, he's moved from the inside there. He went up for a move with the inside. We somewhat illegally blocked him, and he went up the left, and now he's coming back for attack, and it looks like he's driving the Volvo. I don't know if it's a Volvo, but it looks like a Volvo. Oh, we're slow out there. There you go. Popped up the inside. Mercedes. Oh, struggling to get grip here. We're being destroyed. Talking and driving. Not a good idea when you've got the AI on 110%. But I've been really positively surprised by the quality of the AI in RaceRoom, and how they're aggressive once you pass them. I think previously one of the problems with RaceRoom was once you pass the AI, they kind of just went into a state of depression and stopped trying to make moves on you. But that seems to have been improved, and you'll notice in Assetto Corsa, for example, one of the things with that game is the AI, once you pass them, again, they just stop attacking you, and they don't really tend to make moves on you as we destroy the gearbox. Whereas in RaceRoom, the AI are constantly putting you under pressure. You also notice in front of you on the track, oh, got a car pushing us there, he's giving us a tap, we squeeze through. Look at that aggression, nice job, but we're taking that back, thank you very much. You notice in front of us here we've got two cars fighting away for position, bumper to bumper. You do get a little bit of a convoy, a bit of a train, but having watched quite a few 90s DTM videos on YouTube, and I highly recommend doing that because it's so just fantastic. There's some really good Nürburgring, Nordschleife races on YouTube from 90s DTM. Having watched them, it's pretty much identical in terms of the spacing of the cars and how competitors tend to move around in the battles that tend to happen. You know, it's a high contact motorsport as well. Just superb. I've yet to try this. Online with this car, really, but to be honest, this is probably one of the first times where I've really actually enjoyed just driving offline a lot. I'm not sure how much it is this car in particular, or if it's like this with all the cars in RaceRoom. I've only really had a chance to spend time with this DTM card over the last couple of days, so I've done about 15 races now. But I'm definitely going to go through some more cars in the game and see if they have a similar quality to the AI. Let's do another track, but absolutely fantastic. We've got let's go. Where should we go to? Let's go to Laguna Seca. It's not a traditional track that they'd run this car at, but we'll pretend this is sort of like a Goodwood DTM event. Go to the race. We're not even bothering with qualifying. We just go straight into the race. Drive away and just enjoy the battling. But aside from the AI, which I've been really been enjoying, one thing that happened recently was I had a TS-PC Racer wheel and it was faulty. It would make weird noise, but also the force feedback just felt a little bit off. So I contacted Thrustmaster and explained to them that the wheel was broken, and their support was really good actually. All I had to do was send in record a video with a phone of the wheel, the clicking noise it was making, and within like a couple of days they'd already put it all in. They sent me a replacement wheel before I'd even sent my broken wheel back to them. So absolutely fantastic support by Thrustmaster. Somewhat annoyingly though, this new replacement TS-PC Racer wheel is quite different from the one I had. So whatever was wrong with my wheel, it must have been, well, okay, AI just ravaged us there. It must have been pretty faulty. We just killed him. It's alright, we got him back. Oh, a bit of contact there. Oh dear. Yeah, it must have been pretty faulty because this is actually quite a bit different. The replacement TS-PC Racer wheel I've got, in the force feedback, there's a little bit more cogging in the wheel, to be fair. Like, you can feel the sort of cogging of the motor more, but the force feedback's a lot stronger, the rotational speed is faster, and it seems to be a little bit more precise with its details. So the reason why that's annoying is I'm going to have to do another review video of the wheel at some point and go over the TS-PC Racer. I think what we'll probably do, instead of doing there's no point in redoing the same thing and then just saying, oh, these bits are different. What I'll probably do is a T300 versus the TS-PC Racer wheel, and I think that'll help people, because a lot of people I think have T300s. We'll cut that a bit much, and we're going the wrong gear there. Yeah, a lot of people have T300s and are sort of on the fence of if they should upgrade to a TS-PC Racer. Whoops. Murder! Murder! Oh dear. That's the nice thing with racing against AI. You'd have to feel guilty when you absolutely ram them off the circuit. So yes, with the TS-PC Racer, this feels really nice now. And a lot better than the one we had that was faulty. Look at them getting their brake points. It's a nice thing with AI as well. You can see that we're clearly braking far too early. And there's a lot more reference when you're driving against other cars to let you know that you're making big mistakes rather than just having lap time. Oh. I have definitely noticed, I mean, we are playing in 2D at the moment because we were recording some setup videos, but I've definitely noticed playing in 2D over VR, it's so much harder to work out where the actual relative positions of other vehicles are, and especially when it comes to making an overtake and you're sort of just threading the car up the inside of vehicles. Oh, I'm struggling for grip here. In 2D I keep driving into people because I can't actually tell where they are. Oh, try and get around here. Down the corner. There we go. So you notice on the newer tracks as well with this DTM car, the smoother road surfaces allow you to brake a lot later, and the car's a lot more planted, a lot more gripping, a lot more smooth on smoother circuits, unsurprisingly perhaps. But it means that you can approach it more as you would approach a track with a modern vehicle. Whereas when you're driving circuits like Brands Hatch or Zandvoort, because the suspension on these 90s DTM cars isn't as tight, or just the general car setup is nowhere near as tight. Well, I was trying to make a move. Is nowhere near as tight as modern vehicles like GT3 or what would be an equivalent, especially the modern DTM cars, which are completely hooked up. You notice with the older tracks, the cars are completely pushed around, and you really do have a unique way of approaching the circuits and a completely different way of handling. So it's a nice thing of having that variation that you get from DTM, 90s DTM, or older vehicles on, especially on older tracks. It's completely different type of driving to what's very serene and clean with modern race cars. Oh god! See, with the modern DTM, oh dear, there go the cars. With modern DTM, it's got ridiculous downforce, so you can literally just chuck it into that corner and it'll be totally glued to the circuit. With this 90 DTM, you have to watch out for high-speed corners because you don't quite have that stick in the downforce. You kind of have to preload the car and then get it stuck in. Now actually this would be a good opportunity, seeing as we went off-road and have completely ruined our race position as the car in front has a bit of a slide. What you do notice, and I found at 110 or so, the midfield cars are quite a bit slower than the up front cars. So even if you do make a mistake, you generally end up getting put in a field of cars and you have this nice side-by-side battling with AI. Again, it's just something that tends to be lacking with driving simulators. And nicely with RaceRoom, you can actually have a bit of car contact without it being a complete disaster. If you do hit into the back of someone on a braking point, I think the cars are a bit too willing to... Your car is a bit too willing to rotate. But in terms of side-by-side door contact, that's something that I think RaceRoom does really, really nicely. Again, relative to other simulators. Let's try and get on the pad down here. Probably want to be in fourth up there, actually. This car's not got the power to get up the hill. Oh, we're going to do it again. We're running wide. We need to chuck the car in there. Let's block this off, see what happens. There we go. The AI backs off. Realises that it's a death sentence to try and overtake us on the inside there. Smooth things up a bit here. DTM cars, this 90 DTM cars, one of those vehicles that I definitely find a lot harder to talk and drive with. It's sort of like a mixture of rally driving on a track. Oh, over the bump. Let's see if we can hit this a bit better. I've also found with this vehicle, especially with the TS-PC Racer wheel, is that it's got the rotational speed of the steering is such that it actually lines up with the top rotational speed of the ts-PC Racer. A lot of the time it's actually under the rotational speed of the ts-PC Racer, so you can get into completely ludicrous slides powering out of corners, which obviously isn't the fastest way to drive, but it's really fun just letting the force feedback correct it. And it's something that you need faster or stronger force feedback wheels to do that, and it's obviously if you've got an OSW you're fine with all vehicles. But I think that is one thing with the TS-PC Racer, for example, over T300, is it just has a slightly faster rotational speed to allow you to let the wheel do a lot more driving for you, which I find really, really satisfying. Let's see if we can... God, I can't get up, come on! Trying to get up onto tell these cars, and then now we've got another driver making a move on us. We've completely had our ego destroyed by RaceRoom. I need to... complain to the RaceRoom, to Sector 3 developers, and get them to put a game of muscle mode in where if we're losing particularly bad, the game causes the AI to drive into each other a bit more, gives us a chance to catch up. But we managed to get a place there, not bad. Oh, squeeze it through like a lemon. I've not got the lap. Oh, there we go. We're on the last lap now. So turned all the gubbins off the screen, so I don't even know where we are. Oh. Another thing I think RaceRoom does really well. Oh, look at that counter steer by the force feedback. Another thing RaceRoom does really well is the throttle response. It's a lot like Automobilista, where it seems to have that, it's a little bit of sort of throttle lag on the engine, but it means you seem to balance the throttle in a more natural way. I don't know if it's something specifically programmed in or if it's a car by car thing, but you notice that you sort of power out of corners in what to me seems like a more natural way of powering out of corners, whereas in some other simulators it seems as if the throttle's a little bit too direct with the rear wheels. I mean, of course it depends, as I say, car to car. Dive bomb! It's alright. It's alright, his car's already completely square. He's not going to notice a DTM shaped dent in his rear bumper. We've got to go for the last corner dive bomb here. It's the classic Laguna Seca overtake. There we go, up the inside. Oh, he's fighting us for it. Oh my god, he's trying to kill us. We're blocking it off. No! Oh, I think he beat us. He beat us still. Oh, terrible. But there you go. RaceRoom Racing Experience. Absolutely fantastic. I've just been playing this all weekend, as I say. What I would say is definitely check out our set of videos. If you're sort of coming to this new, afresh, check out our set of videos. We've gone up, we've done a video on setting up the graphics for those of you that are looking to play it in VR and want to get the most out of it. But we also talk through what each graphics setting does. So even if you're playing in 2D, it will be a good way for you to understand what each setting does and what will let you get the most out of it with your computer. And we've also done a video that goes over setting up your controls for the game and setting up the force feedback to get the a sort of good baseline input and force feedback from the game as well. So check those out. I'll put them in the video description. But RaceRoom Racing Experience, if you haven't checked it out, definitely do. Free to play. You could demo any car for free. Absolutely superb. Until the next video in RaceRoom, which we will be playing in virtual reality, we're going to do some testing with the Oculus Rift. But until then, thanks for watching this. Have fun, and goodbye everybody.